Yo, what's going on? Click Jumper 1984. Red Rock's your favorite Autobot all day long and all day strong, like always. Drinking that natty ice. Obviously, if you can't tell, the first thing we're going to do about this video, we've got a video game pickup. And we are spanning 1, 2, 3, 4 different consoles. Oh man, I can't wait. A lot of this is a little bit of leftover Christmas stuff. Some of this has Christmas money built in. Some of this has, my wife gave me a eBay gift card to spend for stuff for the Dreamcast she got me, which was the last console I got on the last video game pickup if you didn't check that out. As well as, I won fantasy football this year. And if you didn't know, this has been the 3rd fucking year in a row that I won fantasy football. You know, people will be like, oh, you know, you don't know your football and stuff, you're lucky. It's like, I know a little bit more than what you think, you know? But hey, let's get right on for this video game pickup before I do some updates. Again, what my wife got me for my eBay gift card. Of course, she took, left a note and said, hey, get something for your Dreamcast. And what's a Dreamcast without Crazy Taxi?
Here we go! Taxi! Hey, come here!
Thanks! Take me to the cable car, up on the
Hey,
hill.
don't freak out on me!
Oh, you hit it! Oh, watch it, you fool! Hey!
What's day?
Didn't expect to get here so fast.
You know what you're doing. Let's go.
Okay, here we go!
Go that way.
Yeah, I got it!
Yeah.
It's funny, I played this, of course, first in the arcade. This arcade was in Ocean City, Maryland when I used to go there when I was younger. It's a great arcade port. It's freaking fun as hell, and it was like $11 or something like that, 11 or 12 bucks. I got a case. It was complete and everything like that. Well, obviously this disc is in there because it's in my Dreamcast. So yeah, I was happy to get that. One of my buddies, when I told them, Trevor, when I got the game, he was like, "Oh, you gotta get Crazy Taxi." That was one of the games he said, and I was like, "Duh." So I got it, and I sent him the picture right away. So hopefully he comes over and plays that sometime with me. I know a lot of Dreamcast heads, but heck, no one really comes over and played it yet, which was except my buddy AJ. Then I got, it's called a jump pack, but it's basically the rumble brick, or, the rumble pack, what do you want to call it, for the Dreamcast. Here's my aftermarket controller, and I'm waiting on one to come in the mail. It was supposed to be here, like, I don't know how many days ago. Dude had weather issues like I did. And it goes in the second port right there, and plugs right in, and then you're got a jump pack installed. It's definitely a must. It even acted, rumbled or jumped or whatever with Crazy Taxi. When I got that, I was like, yeah. This is for, I think I got this off of eBay, and I seen it was really cheap, and I didn't have it yet. HAL Laboratories makes decent NES games like they did in the Lolo series. Joust. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh. The ostrich. What the what? I think I'd be above him. We're gonna say it's, what, an arcade classic. Basically, Balloon Fight is what came from Joust, if I remember correctly, which I think also Balloon Fight was done by HAL Laboratories also. And Balloon Fight is one of my top 30 NES games of all time. It's probably one of my favorite black box games, actually, too. So what the heck? I think I paid like $8 for it and I had to pick it up. What the heck? Add that to the collection, right? We're getting real close up there with my count. I forget how many NES games I have right now total. So shortly after Christmas, I had won fantasy football. And I got the sum of $400. I put money aside to take my beautiful, awesome wife out. We're going to go to a fancy dinner. We're going to buy her a real cute outfit and everything. We're going to get all fancy and shit like that. But of course, I had to buy some fucking video games, right? So I stopped at my local Just Press Play, and I got 3 NES titles. Oh man, where to start? Something on the cheaper side. Here's one I played the arcade one time. It's a port, and I've never seen it like locally in a long time, and I finally decided to pick it up because it was kind of on the higher end for a cheap game. But Arch Rivals.
I'm gonna be natural high. I'm gonna be Blade. The crowd pleaser. Why would I do that? Oh! Damn it. Yeah, scored.
Made by Acclaim. I paid $8.99 for that. Just thought maybe that was a little on the high side for it. Everything under the glass case where you stand around where the cash register is, the stuff that's over $9.99 of the retro games and stuff. Man, what they have. Sometimes I just flip my lid over. And finally, I like those titles that no one gets into or they're really difficult. Boy and His Blob.
All right. I'm a blob. Look at him. He's just like, bleh. I'm trying to get somewhere. Oh. I got a bridge. Oh. Okay, bridge didn't do anything. That's what happens if I throw him a cola. No! Yeah. You dumbass! You get all pissed off. I'm trying to give you a damn jelly bean. What does a cola do? Bubble! Okay.
I never knew anybody owned it. I ROMmed it once or twice and just didn't sit down with it. And I know about what it is, where you're a kid and you're a boy and you throw your blob certain jelly beans, and let's say you give it I forget what certain flavors of jelly beans do different attributes. You give him a licorice jelly bean and it turns into a rope or something like that. You know, I can't wait to really sit down and play the shit out of this. Again, I need some time though. And the third game, paid $24.99 for it. This is the third time I've owned it physically. I also own it on my Wii. I downloaded it for $5 and beat it on the Wii. I got it originally when I was about 7 or 8 years old. My grandmother had it out during Christmas, and I was like, "Is that for me?" And she was like, "No, that's for your cousin." And then I got it for Christmas that year, and it was Metroid.
I remember turning this on for the first time and getting the chills down the back of my neck. How does she do that? Blow up into a ball like that. Yeah.
That is a staple of the NES library to me. It is a great game. It's graphically, it's a little outdated. It's a little on the slow side. There's a lot of people out there that bitch that there's no map for the game, and I'm fine about that. That's back when you got your money's worth out of a $50 NES game, but you took your time with it. I know there's a lot of backtracking, and there's no map. The power-ups were, scarce, but you had to learn what to do in this game. If you had to draw your own map to get where it went, it took time. But the biggest issue was to get back to where you were when you had to turn it off, when you had to go eat dinner, go to bed, you had to go to grandma's house or go take family fucking pictures or something like that. The fucking password! You go do the L's and the I's, they all look the fucking same and shit like that. But yeah, it didn't take me till I was like 13 years old to beat this game. But I like the game. I like the fucking game. And I had to get it again. Of course, when you're trying to go for a complete NES collection, you're going to buy every game you can, right? Alright, I went to Just Press Play today again. This is today. It was Saturday. What is today's date? January 13th. It's a Saturday, 2018. And when I originally went there, when I picked those 3 NES games up, I seen Kid Icarus of Myth and Monsters, and I was like, oh my god, when I go back, I'm getting that. I probably said that in the last video that I seen it. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just thought I did. When I was seeing it, I was just like, I'm going to get that fucker. Wasn't there, so I was so pissed off. So I didn't even know what to go get, and I went in blindly, and I don't like sitting there looking at some things, because a lot of stuff they have is stuff I don't want to spend the money on right now. They have Lafia and the Fortress of Doom. It's $70. Great at SNES RPG, but something I never got into. I've only emulated it a few times. I want to check it out again. I'd spend $60 on a good SNES RPG. They got Breath of Fire too, but I had that and beat that on the Wii. I paid $8 for it, but I'd gladly do the physical version. But I see some other things out there, and since I recently got a Dreamcast, they didn't have much to offer. Something I would spend a lot of money. But a couple of my friends like to play some old NFL games, so what about Sega NFL 2K?
What a great matchup we have for you as two of the best teams in the NFL are about to go head-to-head. Dan Stevens, along with Peter O'Keefe and the rest of the Sega sports team, ready to get you all the action as it happens. Peter, what's your opinion of these two teams?
With their close to perfect 15-1 record, the Vikings have shown that they're the team to beat in the NFC. They have almost no chinks in their armor, and they're looking forward to winning the Super Bowl this year. On the other side of the ball, you've got Green Bay. The Packers finished their regular season 11-5 and easily made it to the playoffs, Dan. But when they got there, they lost on a final second play to the 49ers. They are ready to avenge that loss, make it back to the playoffs, and set the record straight, and, I think they can do just that.
Thanks, Peter. First and 10. There's the height. Deep shot short of the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Miller. About a yard loss.
Well, even a handful of yards would help out a lot here. They need to keep themselves out of a third and long situation.
It's now 2nd and 11. It's snapped. Barr throws. Hayes catches it. And he will have enough yards for the first down. 13 yards on the play.
Dan, it's all about...
Paid $1.99 for it. And heck, it's complete. I know what they go for, so it's like, whoa, watch yourself. Atari 2600. So here's where another console comes into play. I've got Activision's Robo Tank. Paid $3.99 for it. I think it's kind of on the high end for an Atari game. I think most Atari games should be like $3 or under, but never seen it. Never even heard of it, but I like robots, and so I say Robotang, it's Robot Tank, but I don't know. I like shooting shit, so check, that's a pretty cool label. And if you didn't know, of course, Sega Master System is my third favorite console. And I found a Sega Master System game, Penguin Land. Paid $9.99 for it. Never seen it around. Don't know anything about it. I just know it's a game I don't have. I'm trying to go for a complete Master System collection for USA, which really isn't that hard to obtain because only some of the games are kind of expensive. And I'm getting real close to like 45% of everything. And then I've got this off eBay off a random bid. It started really low, and I couldn't believe if I won it. It's another Sega Master System game, but I got a box for it, which is cool. Rampage. I want it for like $2.64, and shipping was like $4 and change. I got a box. It's not complete. It's missing the manual, but you know, obviously got the game. Label's in decent condition. We got our little, bind here, normal for your Master System games and stuff like that. And what's weird, I can't believe I don't have Rampage for NES yet. Me and my buddy were talking about this because a lot of guys do the music with and stuff. He lives now 4 hours away from me. He recently see the trailer for Rampage. I had a snow day vacation where I went to school, and he skipped school that day. And we tried to play the PS1 version of it for like 5 hours straight and didn't beat it. So yeah, some good times. So that's my video game pickup. Next portion of this is a small update. Obviously, I'm talking about I won fantasy football, but football right now is still going on. I'm a huge football fan. I go for the New Orleans Saints. Who dat nation? They're in the playoffs still, so my upload schedule's been really weird because I've been so busy recently. It's the busy season of my other jobs, and with football going on, I haven't been uploading my 2 videos a week, so I've been trying to at least do one. My schedule's going to go back to that, even if I have to do 2 on Sunday, and just when I come home from work, upload one, so it's already done. I'm going to start doing that. I need to go back. I really want to do my top 10 NES and Super Nintendo games. A lot of the audio was off. I wasn't as good as an editor like 4 or 5 years ago when I did that as I am now. Not even that I'm as good, you know what I mean? But I really want to go redo them. My Atari 2600 top 10 games I want to do. Oh, man. I'm, going to get back on schedule. So I really appreciate that. Like I said, I won fantasy football. So, cool. Got any comments? You played these games before? What do you think? Throw that comment below. If you haven't subscribed, slap a like in this video. Like always, hey, drink one on me.